Namaskar friends. Now in this series of our videos, we welcome you to our channel Spiritual Life Cure. And in this series of videos, we will be talking about some life related topics such as anger, love, fear, and so many other topics. Meditation, so many topics. In today's video, we are going to talk about anger. What is anger? Why we become angry is most important thing. Because once we understand why we are angry, then only we can go to the solutions. So, when we are talking about anger today, we must understand why we become angry. We become angry because, just think over it when I give a pause. Just think why we become angry. If some work is not done according to us or according to what we think, we become angry. So this is the main cause of anger. When we are talking about this main cause, at the same time, what happens when we are angry? Sometimes we feel energetic. Do you agree? We feel so much energetic that if somebody can ask us to throw a big stone on somebody, we are able to do it. Why? Because our energy level goes high. So when our energy level goes high, what happens when the anger goes off? Have you ever felt that when your anger goes off, you are tired? It happens because we lose a lot of energy. When the research was done, it was found that when we lose energy in an anger of only 1 minute, 60 seconds, we lose energy equivalent to the energy we could have used for a 3-kilometer walk or a 5-kilometer of cycling. Just think how much energy you are losing. So what we should do? Everybody says, control your anger. So shall we control our anger, or we should manage our anger? See, these are two terms, different terms. Controlling and managing. When we say control, so in other words, we are dampening that anger inside our own body. And when that anger goes into our body, after some time you will see that whole of your upper back gets affected. And in the later stages of your life, you get diseases related to your upper back, where your anger is accumulated. We are not talking about solutions at the present. We will be talking about solutions in the last part of the video. So, Again, when the accumulated anger gives you so much trouble in your upper back, what should be done? So we can understand from this that we should not accumulate the anger, but we should release it. But again, if you are releasing, then due to some confrontations with the other person, you can break up your relationship for a minute, for some time. Sometimes you can even break up forever. So this is what happens in anger. But when we have to release our anger and the other person should not be affected, that is called managing your anger. So, if you really feel and if you really remember, we had been using such pillows when we were a little child. When we were getting scolded by our parents, we used to release our anger on these pillows. We could release it today also. Like this. We are releasing our anger. It's so easy. And this is available everywhere. In the same way, there are other things like you can go near the trees, plants, talk to the plants, talk to the trees. Then also you can subside your anger, and there are people who are doing it regularly. There are people who say that plants are my best friends, and whatever happens they share with the plants, and the plant reduces their anger, reduces their sadness easily. In the same way, you can also do it. The main point is you have to release the anger. How? Without hurting the other person. Again, when we are talking of releasing, there is one more thing what we can do. We can write down on a paper what we are feeling in the position of anger for the other person. From tomorrow you don't come inside my home, you don't come to the office, you are shooted, you are thrown out, whatever you want. You can write down on the paper. And mind it, if it is a family matter, burn it. Do not even tear it off and throw, but burn it. If it's an office matter, you can come out of the office, tear the paper, throw in the dustbin. But remember to release your anger. Because there are sometimes in the office, things goes wrong and you get angry, but you are not able to release the anger on other person due to the office situations, due to your position in the office, and so many things. So in that situation, you can write down on the paper about your boss, about your colleague, whomsoever it is. Whatever you are feeling, just release it out on the paper and throw it. If the matter is not very long, there is a very simple technique which you can use. Just press your fingertips 10 to 15 times. What will happen with this? This will subside your anger, and also the energy which you were to lose during the anger will also come back to your body. Remember, this is the technique by pressing your fingertips 10 to 15 times. This is also you can do very well. Here, I want to mention something. There is a difference in getting angry and showing your anger. There is a big difference. You are getting angry or you are showing your anger. If we go back to our first question, why we are getting angry? Because the work is not done according to us. So, for the same thing, what we want is the work should be done. Now, this is the half part. The other half is it should be done according to us or according to somebody else. Now, there is a difference. When we are getting angry, our pitch, our volume, our words, they are full with energy. You don't know how to do your work? You don't understand anything? Go away. Don't come back. This is how we are getting angry. But when we want to show our anger, the words are different, the pitch is different, the tone is different. Like when we want to show our anger, we just go to the person and ask, can this work be done in this way? See, the language changes, the tone changes, the pitch changes, and at the same time, the other person may tell you why he is doing the particular work in his way. Now, there are two things. One, you can understand his way, why he is doing the work in his way, or you can make him understand your way calmly, politely. That if you are doing the work in your way, this may be the problem you can face. So the other person can also understand that maybe some of his technique is wrong. Or at the same moment, we can understand that what we were explaining him, our technique is also having some flaw. So we can understand and we can learn one more technique to do a work which is more important in our life. So, what is the conclusion? One is we should manage the anger. We should not accumulate the anger. We must release it. And we have to show anger. We don't have to get angry. I hope you like this video. If you really like it, please share it with your friends, with your colleagues, relatives, and please subscribe our channel so that our next video, which is coming on fear, on love, on different topics, can reach you directly in your mailbox. Thank you once again. Thank you.